Welcome to our channel. In this video, I have talked in detail about managing disputes related to accounts receivable, which is quite a common issue for businesses of all size. The process starts with the very first sign of a dispute and goes all the way to resolving it completely. It's really important to get this right because it can affect how healthy your finances are and how well you get along with your clients. Having a proper way of handling these disputes can really help. It can cut down the number of disputes that are still unresolved and make sure that you deal with them quickly. When everyone in the company works together and talks well, it's easier to spot and solve these problems. Using automation can also be a big help here. It makes the process go smoother with fewer mistakes and makes the whole thing work better. Now, these disputes are something that every business has to face. Whether you are a small shop or a big company, they can cause a lot of trouble, like making it take longer to get paid and using up a lot of time and resources that you could be using for other things. In small businesses here, the people who are in charge of collecting payments also usually take care of these disputes. They keep a close eye on any payment problems that come up and work hard to sort them out as soon as possible. But what's really key is to be good at resolving these issues without making your customers unhappy. So let's go deeper into how to manage disputes in a way that keeps your businesses running smoothly and keeps your customers happy. Dispute management in the context of accounts receivable refers to the methodical approach taken to tackle disagreements that arise concerning customers, invoices, or payment matters. This encompasses investigating the root cause of the conflict, engaging in discussions with the customer or other pertinent individuals, and implementing suitable measures to settle the problem at hand. At the core of a thriving business lies its proficiency in dealing with grievances and discrepancies related to invoicing and customer payments. By employing robust dispute management strategies, organizations are equipped to effectively manage and resolve concerns regarding missing or overdue payments as well as contentious invoices. This not only facilitates the swift recovery of outstanding dues, but also enhances the clarity and openness in communication and collection procedures. Invoice dispute management pertains to the systematic handling of disputes that may crop up concerning invoices, such as variances in price, quantity, or delivery. These issues can stem from a multitude of sources, including miscommunication, human error, or differing interpretation of agreed upon terms and conditions. When customers encounter multiple disputes on their invoices, they are more likely to withhold payment. Therefore, having an efficient invoice dispute resolution mechanism is important. If not managed well, the accumulation of unresolved disputes can lead to a significant financial burden on the company in the form of delayed or lost revenue, which can adversely affect the business's liquidity and overall financial health. Let us discuss the type of disputes in accounts receivable to manage disputes effectively. It's important to understand the various kinds that can occur in accounts receivable. Let's explore them. Pricing disputes arise when the charge on an invoice differs from the agreed price between the two parties. It's like when you go to the shop and the bill is not as per what you negotiated. Quality dispute is when the buyer feels the product or service they got is not up to the mark, like getting a phone that doesn't work properly after purchasing it. Administrative dispute. Imagine if you don't get the correct bill with all the details. That's an administrative dispute which happens due to missing or incorrect papers. Unaccounted goods dispute is like being charged for an item you never asked for or received in your order. Double billing dispute is similar to getting billed twice for one service, like your internet bill arriving twice in a month. Now let's break down the process businesses use to tackle these issues. Whenever there's a problem with a bill, it reaches the analyst who looks into the matter. It could be from the customer or the accounts department. The analyst puts the dispute into a system and decides how quickly it needs to be resolved based on how serious it is and how much it might affect the company's money flow. The analyst collects all papers and details about the bill, like the delivery note, order details, and other related documents to understand the issue better. If there's something missing, the analyst contacts the customer and asks for it to resolve the issue faster. Once all the information is together, the analyst checks everything and decides what to do. If the problem is real, the analyst might need the boss's permission to sort it out. This can add extra steps and slow things down. If the dispute is not valid, the analyst tells the customer and explains why. If it is valid, the analyst works with the customer to correct it and updates the bill. The analyst informs the accounts team to change the invoice status in the system after the dispute is solved. Finally, the analyst makes reports for the managers to understand how well the dispute handled is going. But without real-time data, this can be a tough and error-filled job. The traditional way of handling these disputes can be slow and full of mistakes because there are many steps and lots of manual work. Managing invoice disputes in accounts receivable is important for financial operations, yet it frequently presents notable challenges. Businesses often face obstacles due to lack of real-time visibility and limited access to dispute details, which can hinder the resolution process with collections. To navigate these challenges effectively, understanding the key hurdles in dispute management is essential. Dispute tracking becomes extremely difficult for collectors to keep track of every dispute without a proper strategy for dispute resolution. Erratic dispute resolution strategies end up impacting past due recoveries, thus increasing bad debt. In many cases, collectors have to filter and search disputes for each customer manually. After drawing deductions from those disputes, the collectors then inspect and validate those deductions and transfer them to a deductions analyst. This is an exhausting and time-consuming process, as collectors have to manually perform these tasks for hundreds or thousands of customers. The lack of clear and reliable audit trails can lead to confusion and hinder the ability to trace the progression of disputes, potentially complicating the resolution process further. It is essential to establish a transparent and consistent system for maintaining audit trails in collections to overcome this challenge. Several dispute resolutions need the sales or warehouse teams to get involved. In most cases, these teams get limited access to perform particular tasks to ensure dispute resolution. This access is mostly provided manually via email, and there is no organized way for the accounts receivable team to track or monitor the access provided to sales or warehouse teams. In cases when businesses rely on paper documentations, the entire process can be quite tiresome and turns into a significant audit worry by the end of each financial quarter. Let us discuss the advantages of automating dispute management. Now that we are aware of the issues in managing disputes, it's very important to know how to tackle them. Automation is a big help in this matter. Using automated dispute management brings a lot of good things for companies. When work is done by machines, there are fewer errors and mismatches in solving disputes. Automation takes care of tasks like making documents, checking data, and talking to people, which speeds up the time it takes to solve disputes. These systems keep a close watch on every step taken, which is good for everyone's trust and fairness. By looking at past data, these systems can spot patterns and disputes, helping companies avoid future trouble. This makes the whole process smoother and lets businesses use their resources in a better way. As there's less manual work needed, it helps in cutting down on administrative cost. Solving issues quickly and with transparency makes customers happier and strengthens ties with everyone who is important. Automation ensures that all steps and decisions are kept on record, which is good for meeting legal needs and for checking back in the future. Automated systems handle disputes based on set rules, so there's a less chance of favoritism. Automation makes sure that everyone involved in the dispute is kept informed, making the communication process smoother. In a nutshell, using technology to automate dispute management can make the whole process better and help companies maintain good relationship with all those concerned. Thanks for watching this and engaging with us. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, I would like to receive your support. Please give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel.